So, today I will be discussing the process of IPT treatment, which is in interpersonal psychotherapy for major depression. Treatment is divided into different phases, which is the initial, which is assigned in me, and the middle and termination is assigned to the last reporter. So the initial phase, which usually happen in the first 1 to 3 sessions, is all about setting the foundation for therapy. So here's what happens in this phase, no? First is that magkakaroon siya ng understanding the patient's main problem. So, this therapist begins by listening to the patient's chief complaint, what is bothering them the most right now, kung ano ba yung nakakabahala sa kanila. So, this helps focus the treatment on what matters most to patients. So, the second one is reviewing symptoms and diagnosis, no? So, the therapist goes over the patient's depressive symptoms in detail, like yung sadness, low energy, loss of interest, and sleep issues, to confirm that the person is indeed experiencing major depression, no? And of course, the third one is that exploring the interpersonal context. So, the therapist looks at how the person relationships with family, friends, and of course the co-workers and etc. So maybe affecting their depression. So this is a key part of IPT, which focuses on how life events and relationships contribute to the emotional suffering. So, the fourth one is yung tinatawag naman nating building a therapeutic alliance. So, this means creating a trusting and supportive relationship between the therapist and patients. A strong alliance help the patient feel safe and para maintindihan sila, and which improves the chances of success. And of course, the fifth one is that yung tinatawag nating setting the frame for therapy. So this involves clearly explaining that what is IPT and how it is work, and ano yung mga what goals are ano yung mga goals, like yung mga improving communications, resolving conflicts, and adjusting to life changes. And of course, how long therapy will last and what to next. And of course, what to expect. Diagnosing major depression in IPT. In interpersonal psychotherapy or IPT, diagnosing major depressive disorder or MDD, is not just about labeling a set of symptoms. It is a critical therapeutic step that serves both clinical and, of course, the interpersonal goals. So, next is that a thorough structured assessment is that the therapist carefully assesses the patient's depressive symptoms using the standard criteria from the DSM-5 or the ICD-10, along with the validated tools like the Hamilton Depression Rating Scale or the HDRS, or the Beck Depression Inventory 2 or the BDI 2. These tools help to confirm the presence and severity of depression. So, and of course, to create a baseline to measure change over time. So, and of course, it establishes a clear diagnosis, which is necessary for developing focused treatment plan. So this step also include ruling out other conditions such as the bipolar disorders, because the treatment is different, no? And of course, the medical or substance related causes. And of course, pati na rin yung mga other psychiatric disorders that may require different approach. So, this clinical accuracy is vital because the IPT is a targeted. So, the time-limited therapy, and it only works well if the treatment is appropriate for the patient's actual condition. So, the second one is yung tinatawag naman nating delivering the diagnosis with compassion and clarity. So, once the diagnosis is na-establish niya, no, si IPT encourages the therapist to implicitly name the illnesses or the illness and describe the symptoms in a way that connects with the patient's lived experiences. Like for example, no, yung dito sa PPT, you have an illness called major depression. So the symptoms you describe, like feeling down, not enjoying things, trouble concentrating, and feeling hopeless, are all part of it. So this explanation serve several purposes in IPT. So it validates the patient's experiences by showing that they are going through is real and recognized and not personal failure. So it helps internalize the illnesses or the illness, framing it as a treatable medical condition, not a flaw in character. It instills hope, which is especially important because hopelessness is a core symptom of depression. So this dialogue is also relational and empowering. It reframes the depressive symptoms as not who the patient is, but they are going through. This helps reduce self-blame and encourage cooperation in treatment. So next is psychoeducation as a therapeutic tool, no? Throughout the initial phase and when needed later, the therapist provides psychoeducation on how to teaching the patient, no? And what depression is, how it impacts daily life and relationships, and how to recognize and manage symptoms. It is also encourages to separate the illness from their personal strengths and identity. So this is especially important in IPT, where interpersonal functioning is both focus and goal is patients often misinterpret because their depressive behavior, like for example, no, si social withdrawal or irritability as a personal feelings rather than symptoms, which can damage relationships, helping them understand that this difference is part of restoring interpersonal health. So next is considering medication, collaborative, and contextual. The IPT is often combined with medication, especially more moderate to severe depression. So the therapist assesses the symptoms severity, past medication response, and of course the patient's own preference. So this decision is not imposed but made collaboratively, respecting the patient's agency and readiness. And this aligns with the IPT emphasis on the building a supportive therapeutic alliance and empowering the patients in the healing process. So why this matters in IPT, no? This diagnosis processes is not a checklist. It's relational intervention, and it sets the tone for treatment by framing depression as a treatable and not patient fault, and connecting emotional pain to relational challenges, which IPT will target, and encourage hope, engagement, and of course, the motivation for change. In short, no, diagnosing MDD in IPT is both clinical and interpersonal. It gives the patient name for their pain and opens the door to recovery through understanding structure and support. In the context of IPT, the seek role, originally a sociological concept by Person 1951, is more than a label. It's a strategic clinical tool used early in the therapy to shift how the patient sees their condition and themselves. So why it matters in IPT? Many people with depression carry a heavy load of self-blame, believing they are weak, lazy, or failing at life. So this guilt deepens the depressive cycle. By offering the patient the seek role, the IPT therapist reframes depression as a real medical illness with observable symptoms that affects functioning, like difficulty concentrating, low energy, or social withdrawal. Sometimes, that temporarily reduces the patient's ability to fulfill roles and responsibilities, like being a productive worker, partner, or parent. This helps the patient understand that their struggles are not their fault, and that it's okay to step back from certain obligations temporarily while focusing on recovery. But crucially, in IPT, the seek role also clarifies that the patient has a responsibility to actively engage in treatment and work toward getting better. Balances relief from blame with agency and hope you're sick, but you can get better. Social impact. The therapist also coaches the patients on how to communicate this to family and close others, helping them seek and receive support rather than criticisms or misunderstanding. Reduce interpersonal strain caused by depression, especially when others don't see it as an illness. So, the interpersonal inventory, mapping the patient's relational world. So, itong si interpersonal inventory is a core assessment tool in IPT, while most therapies take some kind of life psychiatric history. So, IPT zeros in own social functioning and relationship patterns. So, because of the depression in IPT, nakikita siya as an interpersonal origin or effect. So, itong si interpersonal inventory is a deep structured exploration of who the patient is connected to now and in the past. How they typically relate to others. Like for example, are they assertive, passive, or easily hurt? So, recurring relationship patterns like conflict, abandonment, unmet expectations, or difficulties with trust. So the sources of the support or strain in the patient's life. So this tool helps the therapist to identify the key interpersonal problem area that will become the focus of IPT. Like for example, the grief, role transition, and interpersonal dispute, and of course, the interpersonal deficits. So, ito naman, bakit siya importante? Importante siya, it is because depression rarely happens in a vacuum. The inventory helps clarify yung mga relationship problems that may triggered or worsen the depressive episode. So it is also shows how depression is now affecting current relationships, such as increasing isolation, arguments, or misunderstanding. So by examining expectation, within relationship, what the patients wants from the others and what they believe others expect of them. So the therapies can detect patterns of miscommunication, unmet needs, or chronic dissatisfaction. So a collaborative dialogue is that this is not just data collection. It is a collaborative conversation. Kumbaga, si therapist ask concrete, sometimes probing questions like, do you and do your partner argue? And what do you argue about? And what happens when you argue? So that is the probing questions. So these are designed para ma-reveal or maipakita yung interpersonal dynamics, not just surface level details, but it's about understanding emotional connections, conflict patterns, communication styles, and of course, the attachment needs. So, how these concepts work together in IPT? So, by giving the patients the seek role and the therapist reduces guilt and builds a foundation of self-compassion by conducting the interpersonal inventory. The therapist gains a roadmap of the patient's relational world together day. And of course, to concept to contextualize the depression in terms of life events and relationships. Allowing that the therapies and the patients to create a focused treatment plan and to set stage for the targeted work on improving interpersonal functioning, which in turn reduces depressive symptoms. In interpersonal psychotherapy, once the interpersonal inventory has been completed, the next critical step is the identification of the interpersonal problem area most closely linked to the patient's current depressive episode. So, this step is essential because IPT is focused time-limited therapy, selecting a clear and relevant problems area gives the treatment structure. A clear and relevant problem, yun na nga, it gives the treatment structure and direction. So si therapist is nagsisimula siya to treatment structure. Nagsisimula siya by reviewing the patient's recent life events and asking targeted questions such as what was going on in your life when you became depressed. So this inquiry helps uncover any significant relational stressors or transitions, such as changes in home life, work dynamics, or interpersonal conflicts that may have triggered or worsened the depression. So, the therapies explores multiple domains, including the patient-family relationships, uh, romantic relationships, romantic partnerships, friendships, and the occupational roles. So, however, instead of attempting to address every issue, si therapist is sinaselect niya talaga or pinipili niya yung primary interpersonal problem area or at most two to be the treatment's central focus. So, choosing too many issues can lead to scattered, unfocused, hindi siya basta-basta, unfocused approach, which dilutes the effectiveness of the therapy. So once the key problem area is identified, such as the role dispute with the spouse, a difficult life in transition, unresolved grief, or a general lack of close relationships. So si therapist is explicitly connects the interpersonal issue. So with the depressive symptoms, in a way that yung patient is maintindihan niya yun. So this explanation helps the patient see the relationship between their mood and the social context. So like for example, no, dito sa PPT. So if the patient has going conflicts with their spouse, the therapist may say something like, "It seems from what you have been telling me that the main problem has been your difficulty in getting along with your husband." So in IPT, we can call that conflict a role dispute. So as you solve your dispute, both your life and depression should improve. So this kind of formulation normalize the patient's experiences, reduces self-blame, and lays groundwork for collaboration. So importantly, that the therapist seeks the patient's agreement before moving forward. Kung kailangan mag-gain niya yung explicit consent not only empowers the patient but also para ma-strengthen ng the but also to strengthen the therapeutic alliance and ensure that therapy maintains a coherent goal-directed focus. So this agreement anchors the rest of the treatment and allows the therapist to return to chosen theme throughout the session. So creating continuity and deepening the therapeutic work during the middle phase of IPT. So, in the initial session of interpersonal psychotherapy for depression, is that once na yung patient and the therapist have agreed on the interpersonal problem, that problem area to focus on, they also establish a treatment, contract, and clarify the IPT approach. So, this part of the therapy is important dahil dito na si set yung expectation. So, it defines the structure of treatment and ensure mutual understanding between the therapist and, of course, the patient. So, the therapist discusses practical details such as the number of sessions. Since the IPT is time limited, no? Typically around 12 to 16 sessions. Parang mga ganon. So, how often the session will occur, their length, the termination date, and of course, any logistical issues like scheduling or payment. So, this clear structure help the patient feel secure and understand the time frame within which progress is expected. So, the therapist also explains what IPT is and how it works. So, IPT is introduced as one of the several evidence-based treatments for depression, meaning it has been scientifically tested and shown to be effective. So, si therapist is i-emphasize niya yung uh, IPT's focus and interpersonal IPT's present focus and interpersonal in orientation. So, rather than exploring unconscious drives or distant childhood events, the IPT concentrates on the patient current relationships and social stressors that affecting their mood. So, the goal is para matulungan niya yung patient for better understanding on how their interactions with other influence their emotions and of course their emotional states. So in turn affects these interactions. So to enforce this, si therapists might say we will work together to try to understand how current stresses and relationship may be affecting your mood. So, and of course, and explain that each session will include discussion about ongoing interpersonal experiences, how these make the patient feel, and of course, and what the patient needs or want in relationships. So, by doing this, the therapist helps the patient recognize patterns, clarify needs, and develop healthier ways of relating others. So, an important part of the treatment contract also involves creating a safe and open therapeutic relationship. So, the therapist explicitly encourage the patients to voice any discomfort concerns about the therapy process itself. So, it is not only para ma-maintain a healthy therapeutic alliance, but also para uh, to model how to address interpersonal difficulties directly. So, isa sa mga core skills that the patient is expected to build during IPT is that yung si therapist might say or maaari niyang sabihin na if anything bothers you, please bring it up, and it just the sort of the interpersonal tension that we need to focus on in outside life relationship, outside life as well, I mean. So in this way, even conflicts within the therapeutic relationships became valuable and learning opportunities that support the broader goals of treatment. So overall, no, the explanation of the treatment contracts and the IPT approach helps to establish a collaborative, transparent, and supportive environment where the patient understand both the process and the active role in working toward recovery. So that would be all my part. Thank you for listening.